Gary Nasai Minasan. Sometimes I hate being a content creator because I need to review something that I felt like I wish I found out when I'm actually watching the series itself, and I'm talking about the final form of Kamen Rider Geats, Geats Mark 9. I think it's only Geats 9, it's not called Geats Mark 9, it's not called Boost Mark 9, it's not called Boost Mark 3, it is only Geats 9. That is the final form of Kamen Rider Geats, and the reason why I hate the fact that I found out this way rather than from the show itself is because, you know, yeah, it kind of like defeat the suspense, defeat the mystery, like, oh man, what is gonna happen, what the form is gonna look like, you know, like when you watch the series, when you see it happening in action, when he henshin, I felt like the impact is gonna be so much more powerful than watching a bunch of magazine scan regarding it, in a sense. Okay, just like Boost Mark 2, when we learn Boost Mark 2, it looks freaking ugly, like we don't like it, but once we actually see it in the series itself, it looks so good, it looks so sexy. But this, I would say, when I saw Geats 9, it looks amazing. Love the color, love how this is obviously a reference to the nine-tailed fox, and that is why we actually get to see kind of like a nine pieces of cloth behind him representing the tail of the fox, and that is something really amazing. I also love kind of like in the chest piece, there is a little bit of like the engine design is still there. We still get to see like the inner parts of the engine. It looks really good, really sexy, and it fits really well with the original design of Geats itself. Like the helmet of Geats still retain its property, its color is still being used here, and I am glad that they choose a fully white suit to be the final form of Geats, because it's been a long while since we actually have a final form rider who is using a full white suit itself. Okay, I think the last one we have is Kamen Rider built with the Genius bottle, something like that. But with that being said, this Rise Buckle seems a little bit interesting, because if you actually take a closer look at the Rise Buckle, you would actually see that at the end, in the final form of the Rise Buckle, when it is fully open up, we would actually see that there's a Fox logo covering the ID code. So it actually give me maybe like a understanding that this Rise Buckle is gonna be, it's not actually a Rise Buckle, but instead it is actually gonna be kind of like an upgrade, an extension of Geats ID core, and that is why at the end of the day it is called Geats 9 rather than Boost Mark 9, something like that. Okay, so that is something really amazing. I really love the suit design, love how like in the hand we actually get to see like a little bit of claw. Hopefully we get to see it being used in action. And next thing we want to talk about is a gun. Okay, we actually got a new gun for Geats here, because Geats' weapon, what am I trying to say? He favored using gun rather than using a sword. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay, like he loved using a gun, and we actually get to see the gun is able to turn into a sword as well, and that is very normal in a Kamen Rider series, because they want to save a little bit of budget on the weapon, so they usually design kind of like a gun that can be used as a sword and a gun at the same time, something like that. Okay, so that is really interesting. But with that being said, this magazine also show us something really crucial, and that is Geats fighting a bunch of Jyamato rider. Okay, we actually get to see Jyamato is back once again, and Geats is actually trying to take them down. What is going on? I thought that the story of Jyamato is already ended, so why Jyamato is here out of the sudden? One thing we need to remember is Beroba and Kekera is still alive. Okay, so and then both of them would definitely know how to kind of like access, like how to breed a Jyamato, how to grow a Jyamato, something like that. Even if they do not know, they can just plant the ID core on the ground and allow the tree to do its magic. Okay, because Archimedo has designed the Jama garden to be in such a way that all you need is a fertilizer and the Jyamato will grow by itself. And with that being said, I just want to mention something before I end the video, because I freaking love the final suit of Kamen Rider Geats, but I also hear a lot of complaint from a lot of people, not regarding the final form of Geats, but regarding how the rest of the riders seems to not get any suit upgrade at all. Like they are not getting any new suit, they're not getting any new power. Tycoon and Nago, they only have their rice buckle, Ninja and the beat rice buckle, and Buffa only get kind of like a slight improvement, a slight buff. Like we changed the horn of Buffa and we gave him a cap. That's it. Nothing else has been changed based on their design. But I have good news, okay? I have good news for all of you, because before the end of the series, we are actually gonna see the final form for Tycoon, which is gonna be using a Shogun rice buckle. This is rumor, but it could actually be true, and we are not sure how does Shogun and Tanuki fits into a story. If you know any story regarding the story of a Tanuki becoming a shogun, let me know in the comment section below. And next we get to see Nago. Nago is gonna use the fantasy rice buckle, okay? Like she is gonna be the one that uses the fantasy rice buckle. And also let me know in the comment section below what story, what mythological or fictional story where we actually see a cat becoming kind of like a fantasy war creator, something like that. It could be Alice in Wonderland, something like that, but then again I could be wrong. And next we get to see Buffa using the Mao rice buckle. Mao means Devil King or Demon King, whatever you want to call it, but this is tying back to a Chinese mythological story of the New Mo Wang. It is part of the Journey to the West storyline, and inside the Journey of the West there is this creature called New Mo Wang, which it translates directly to English meaning the Ox Devil King, the Ox Demon King, something like that. So this is a story of how Buffa is gonna become the Demon King, something like that. So it is something like that, just like how Kitsune, how Geats is the fox that is gonna become the Nighttail Fox, something like that. Okay, so I'm really excited to see this in action during the episode itself. But then again, I am still, you know, like there is kind of like a little bit of love-hate relationship of becoming a content creator. Like I'm excited that I get to learn about this. I get to speculate with all of you about what is the future of Geats gonna be, but at the same time I don't really want so much spoilers or teasers, something like that. Okay, but with that being said, that is all from me. This is my 2 cents, but let me know your 2 cents in the comment section below as well, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.